Yo, what's up everyone? I'm going to do a tutorial here for the first fight in Pride Lands. The idea here is you want to go to Pride Lands at the start of every randomizer. This is the best place to go to, right? Because you start with like no movement. In the seed, I started with dodge roll in my crit bonuses, so I do have movement, but you know, it's not great. And Pride Lands can't be sped up with glide or quick run or anything because you're a lion, so the idea is you go here straight away, first thing you go to, and the idea is hopefully to get some movement during Pride Lands, some movement abilities like glide or quick run. So you go here, you skip the scene, you got these 3 chests. I do it in this particular order here. Alright, so I'm gonna show off something. I'm gonna save state and load quite a lot during this video. So I used to just collect this one, and then I collect these 2 really quickly, and then just go into the loading zone, right? But as you could see, you did not see that 3rd item. So, I mean, you could do this, and then this. But, you know, it's still kind of slow. So right now, my current strategy is something like this. And like jump before hitting this point. I like slow down and jump. You could just walk from this chest to the loading zone. It doesn't really matter, but yeah. So you collect 3 chests and then enter the fight. And this is where, you know, the main tutorial section is going to focus on, this fight. It's definitely a difficult fight that a lot of people have trouble with. So, right at the start of this fight, because of the way that RNG works in Kingdom Hearts 2, at the start of the game, when you click New Game, you're going to have enemies give you the same patterns, basically, from the start. So the idea is, no matter which portal you went to, whichever world you went to at the start here, the first fight will give you the same RNG pattern. And this is very, very good for Pride Lands, and the main reason for that is that you can get an immediate reaction command, a rodeo, from one of these enemies. So the idea is here that if you just hold up left and just mash triangle, you're going to get a reaction command, which is super, super useful. And I'm going to show you exactly how to use that to your advantage and to be able to clear this fight easily. So the idea is hold up left and then press triangle at the start here. Okay, so as you can see, like, I basically kept hitting this enemy, and you want to try and hit it towards one of the walls. Usually I'll go for the right wall, but sometimes, you know, the way the enemies move can influence what happens here. But the idea is just to tail the enemy, and you want to be hitting it at all times. And make sure when you do this Grand Cross finisher that I'm currently doing for the reaction command, you've got to be like right next to this enemy, because you want it to be hit with the finisher and send it up into the air. It's like the perfect scenario here. So that happened. Okay, that's a good example of going wrong, right? So what happened there was I jumped and then tried to attack the one that still had its head, but unfortunately that didn't work out very well. So that is something that can go wrong, like just not locking on properly. But the idea is that at that point, after doing that reaction command, you want to lock on to the one that still has its head, which is the one that you did not use the rodeo reaction command with. So the one that you were hitting with it. If you understand what I mean there. So I'm just going to show you a few times of me doing the fight so you can see, you know, how I approach it and stuff like that. So let's load this again and do the same thing, mash triangle. We're going to try and do this all the way, go into the wall, and then knock him up into the air. Then you want to jump, lock on, and then start attacking. So for the aerial attacks here, what you want to do is jump, X, and then just immediately mash square the entire time. It's like a horizontal slash combo with Sora, I guess. So yeah, you just jump, press X, and then you just keep mashing square until the combo finishes. And then you want to land, jump, X, square again, and just continue that throughout the entire fight. The idea with this part here is that I keep looping this guy with that air combo, and he'll never be able to attack me. But the other enemy over on the other side that doesn't have its head, we're aiming for the party members to keep him stunned the entire time. That's like really important here. So right now they're doing it perfectly fine. He's stunned over in the corner and I can come and get him. So this fight's going to be perfectly fine. Just keep on looping that forever. So sometimes the party members won't keep him stunned and then it becomes a bit dangerous, but yeah, that's the idea. Just gonna do a couple more attempts here and see if I can get anything to change. So they're both knocked in the air. I want to lock onto the one with the heads. Party members are stunning that guy right now, which they should do most of the time. Yeah, party members most of the time will stun him, but you can turn both of them onto party attack, which means it's a customized option for party members where they'll always attack enemies that you're not targeting. So the idea is you target the one with the head and take it around the arena with square attacks, and your party members will attack the other one and stun it long enough so that after you kill the first one, you can run over there and start comboing the second one, and the enemies your party members keep them stunned, that sort of thing. So that's an option. This is another basically free fight if you're not an idiot, just smashing square in air combos. So there's that. So let's try it again, see if we can get another scenario to pop up. So if you miss this guy with a finisher, let's try and do that here. So miss the guy with a finisher. As you can see, he just runs at you and hits you, and it's very difficult to deal with. I actually survived this, but I shouldn't have, right? Like, those spins should have messed me up more than they did there. I got a little bit lucky, but Goofy stunned the second guy, as you can see, which is very, very helpful. So yeah, you really want to try not to miss this first RC. So you want to be right next to this dinosaur, the other dinosaur, when you do the finisher, to make sure both get knocked up in the air. And then catching this guy in the air is quite important in my opinion. As you can see, this fight should be perfectly fine. Yeah, okay. So at that point, the fight is like guaranteed. I kind of want to show you an example here where I wait until he hits the ground. Let's try that. Oh, okay. That's an example of where he just didn't get launched up into the ground, but if you do an air combo quick enough, you should be able to catch him fine, so that's no problem. Okay, party members, keep helping me out here. I want to give up an example where the party members don't stun the other living bone, so it makes it a little bit difficult, but yeah. So I'm going to stay on the ground here. So yeah, if you stay on the ground instead of like jumping to lock on and hit that second guy, the one with the head still on, then the other one can just sort of ruin your day if the party members don't stun him, so you really got to be careful here. So this is, I'm going to try and give the perfect example here again of what I like to do every time. To get him up against the wall, really, really close. RC knocks him into the air, lock onto the one with the head. Constantly do this air combo as my party members stun the other one, as you can see in the background. Okay, so they didn't even need to stun him that much there because, you know, this guy can sometimes do like a long wind-up thing, and there we go. That's the fight. Like, there's not really much else to show, I guess. Like, that's the idea. That is, like, the perfect fight that you just saw. If the party members don't stun that second guy, then he can do this shockwave attack that pounds the floor a few times. You can jump over that if you're lucky, if you get a really nice jump from a distance over the shockwaves, and you can catch him in midair with an air combo. So, yeah, that's basically how this fight is done. That's the perfect version of the fight. Good luck. If you have any questions, I'm on Discord. I'll put my Discord in the description or whatever. You can contact me, and yeah, that's about it.